This is Charles Vallow. Charles was married to Lori. This is Chad Daybell. Chad was married to Tammy. Chad and Lori thought they were gods, and they were having an affair. In July 2019, Lori and her evil brother Alex murdered Charles. Like any helpful boyfriend would, Chad got right on the phone with local mortuaries to find the best deal on cremation. In this episode, we share the audio from Chad's bizarre phone call with Valley of the Sun Mortuary and discuss a few more details in the murder of Charles Vallow. Hey everybody! Well, how's that for an intro? Cat's playing the piano.
Cat's playing the piano for us. Look at that.
The timing is perfect.
Right.
Hey everybody, welcome to True Crime Paranormal with the Psychic Sisters. This is Katie Weaver, and I'm here with my sister, co-host, and partner in crime, Christy Brower. Hello.
Hello. Hey everybody. Sorry for the cat intro.
Yeah, I should have introduced you as a purveyor of fine piano playing cats.
Yes. She just refuses to take lessons, though, so all we get is that ominous stomping on the low end of the piano.
It is art to her. Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, it is our Tuesday case.
It surely is. I can't believe it's
Wednesday
already.
Case. Where are we? What time?
It is our Wednesday.
Who am I?
I don't know. You're right. This is our Wednesday case. What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
I agreed with you at first, so if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah, you fell for it. I
totally
saw
did.
that. It is our Wednesday case. So, yeah, this is good stuff. But before we hit it hard, how's it going?
It's going really well. Just, having a lot of fun over on TikTok, doing a lot of live streaming over there and enjoying our new live stream that we're doing here. With True Crime Paranormal, also over on Spoon. So we're just expanding all over the place. Also, you guys, if you saw yesterday's show or heard it, you have heard our first commercial for our brand new sponsor, and that's been really fun.
Yeah, you guys, I felt a little sorry for our case yesterday because the case itself had 1 or 2 comments. The commercial had about 15.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to do up this corporate sponsorship thing, we're going to do it right.
That's correct.
So.
Damn right. We do everything to the fullest.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all is well here too. I have nothing to complain about. I've had a great weekend, and now we're halfway through the week already. It's going pretty quick.
Crazy.
Somebody posted a meme that I was shocked to see. It always hits me this time of year that, oh my God, we're like 9 weeks till Christmas.
Oh boy. I don't even want to.
Right? Who says these stupid things?
Right.
Right. No kidding. Anyway, so I don't know. So now I had to see it. So now you all had to hear it too.
That does feel very weird. But it is the 19th of October. I mean, it's almost Halloween, and then it's going to be November.
Time's flying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's wild.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, another wild thing happening is this phone call from Chad. But before we get into that, we do want to have a quick word from our sponsor. So, Christy, I'm going to let you hit it.
All right. Support for True Crime Paranormal is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in below-the-waist grooming and hygiene. Ladies, listen up. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for you and your man's jewels. For any women out there who have come across a hairy bush, you're in luck. Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming and have just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. Yeah, it's already the 4.0, my friends. Although I wish it was called the Manscaped 3000, personally. But I guess we'll talk with their marketing department about that.
Or make sure
you're
us.
I just think that's hilarious. I think it makes it sound even bigger and better. But make sure your man joins, or woman, honestly,
Mhm.
joins the 2 million men worldwide who already trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you: 20% off and free worldwide shipping with code True Crime Paranormal at manscaped.com.
If you are looking to purchase the perfect gift for him that he will actually use, Manscaped is my go to. Goodbye, Harry. Hello, clean. This sleek, well designed, and optimized trimmer is the best thing on the market for a cleaner shave, as it's waterproof and you can trim in the shower to spare the mess. Have you ever waxed your balls? Me neither. But I heard a terrifying story recently. Some poor sod went into a waxing parlor to have his boys waxed. The wax stuck to his skin and tore a hole in his downstairs that took 12 stitches to close.
My God.
Wouldn't it be so much easier just to use the lawnmower 4.0?
Look at it. So easy, my friends.
That story scares the hell out of me, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
Manscaped
it should.
engineered, yeah, Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredible, comfortable grooming experience. Their fourth generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. Don't want that. Thanks to
Mm-mm.
their advanced skin safe technology. Man, if you've been shaving with the same nut trimmer on your face, gross.
Ugh.
You've been doing it wrong. Ladies, make it right for you and them with the new Lawnmower 4.0. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code True Crime Paranormal at manscaped.com. Ladies, this is the perfect gift for you and your man, and trust me, he will thank you. And men, your balls will thank you.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code True Crime Paranormal at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Just use code True Crime Paranormal and experience premium grooming with Manscaped.
And there you go.
And there you go.
Okay.
Now we
Well,
must talk about this freaky phone call.
do you think Chad used Manscaped?
Oh, Lord. I doubt it.
Me
No,
too. Yeah, Chad's too gross.
he is
There's no way.
definitely gross. Yeah,
He's too
no.
gross.
No way was he a, well, he's definitely not now sitting his ass in jail, but beforehand, I don't think that he
They
was a
don't
Manscaped customer. No,
they don't allow Lawnmower 4.0s in jail.
no, they do not.
Hell, they don't even allow Lawnmower 1.0s in jail.
Mm-mm. Time to stay out of jail so you can use Manscaped. I'm just saying.
Brand new tagline.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this phone call is so crazy. So, this is a phone call that Chad made 12 hours after Charles died. So, Charles died in the morning, right? He died about 8 o'clock a.m. And around 8 p.m. that evening, Chatty Boy was on the phone getting a good price on a cremation.
Oh, God,
He
such a
lies. So
creep.
if you hear some things in the phone call that you think, wait a minute, that's not how you spell his last name, that's because he's lying. Like liars do. Like
Mm-hmm.
like Chad.
Like lying liars do. Yeah.
hmm You'll also notice that he seems almost giddy, nervous or giddy or both, just creepy. The
Yeah.
giggle is something of, nightmares. So let's go ahead and listen to it and then we'll hash it out.
There you go.
Hello, my name is I'm with your calls. How can I help you today?
We just had a death in the family, and we really don't want anything but a cremation, and then to send the cremains to a family in Louisiana. It's just a simple, nothing other than a cremation and sending him to his family for a service in Louisiana. So, is there any way to know a ballpark price on that?
Yes, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Okay, let me transfer you over to the director who can assist you with the pricing. What is your name,
Okay.
please?
It is Chad Daybell.
How do you spell the last name, please?
D-A-B-A-L, Daybell.
How are you related to the person who passed?
I'm his nephew.
And then also, this is for the Valley of the Suns in Chandler, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, he lives there in Chandler. I live in Iowa, so I'm just trying to help out.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, what is your uncle's name for reference, please?
He is John Daybell.
Your last name?
Well, D-A-B-A-L.
Yeah.
The same. John.
Do you have a middle name?
Myron.
M-Y-R-O-N?
Yeah.
And Chad, what is your phone number in case we get disconnected?
Yes. This number, 515, I don't actually know my own number. Let me look real quick.
Thank you. Thank you. Is he at a nursing home, hospital, or residence?
He passed away in a hospital. I don't know the details. I'm just calling you.
Yeah, it's just for, to know, because sometimes it's different if it's a residential or hospital or a nursing home.
I'm thinking they're sending him to the medical examiner. I'm not sure. I should have had more information before I called. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Alright, cremation with shipping. To which city?
New Orleans. Mm-hmm.
Okay, one moment please, Chad, stay on the line. Let me transfer you over to the director who can assist you with that.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Chad?
Yeah.
Thank you for holding. I do have the director, Clarissa, to further assist you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Funeral Director with Rhoades with Sun Mortuary Cemetery. I understand that your uncle passed away.
Yes, and I'm just starting the process for the family. He didn't have many relatives. I'm his nephew. I live in Iowa. But what they want to do is, it's sad to see him go. Yeah, I think he's going to the medical examiner. I don't know all the details, but what the family basically wants is just to have him cremated there in Chandler and then have his cremains shipped to New Orleans. And we'll bill up the service later. So just trying to get a ballpark price.
Okay, so for a cremation, we are able to do our cremation for $1,695. Now what that's going to include is the transportation into our care, the transportation to and from our crematory, our basic professional fees, as well as our crematory fee. Now there's going to be a couple other charges there for you. So we are going to have death certificates, which are $20 a piece, plus a processing fee. $15 permit fee. And then we're able to do that transfer through the mail for you, and that's $150 fee for you.
Okay. Like through UPS or something, I guess.
Okay.
So close about 2,000 probably. Kind of a ballpark, yeah.
Close to, yeah.
Okay. Well, that helps me a lot. I'm going to call one or two others, but I'll get back to you if we come that direction. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, give me a call.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lying liar from Liarsville. Also, terrible liar. He gave his real name, and then he realized he gave his real name, and then he...
Chad Daybell? How do you spell that? D-A-B-E-L? Daybell. As I said, Daybell. Yeah.
What an idiot. And of course, he's from Iowa. And then he starts to give a phone number that starts with a 515? What the hell area code is that?
Well, they had burner phones.
They did, and so they... What the hell? What a creep.
Am I the only one that kind of hopes that he has an uncle named John Myron Daybell?
Right? Because
I'd be like, well, you rat bastard. You know?
Because he's just making shit up on the fly, man. Was that a real name or not?
Right. Oh, Myron. Of course it's Myron.
Louisiana. New Orleans. Yeah, it's just like... Seriously. Yeah. And then, I don't even know my own phone number. Hang on. For an inordinate amount of time. Like,
and then, of course, where, because, when someone dies, the funeral home usually comes and gets them.
Right. Like, where's the body, dumbass?
Right.
Didn't even know.
No, though he did mention the medical examiner a couple of times, which is interesting, because he did know.
Yeah.
He did know where the body was.
What a freak, man. He just... And just trying to get... We just want absolutely nothing. Just a cremation. That's it. Not any,
Nothing. Just the bare bones. Simplest, easiest. Yeah.
For Charles's family, I hope they don't even listen to this phone call, frankly, because that is so heartbreaking. Like, this is how much Lori gave a shit about Charles' death. Like, let me make sure and get this as cheap as humanly possible. What?
And as quick as humanly possible, because they wanted to be ready so that the second the medical examiner released Charles's body, they could get it cremated as fast as they could. And they wanted to do it for the blue light special price.
Right. Well, they needed those death certificates, to be getting all that money that they didn't get.
Yep. The thing to me that's so interesting about the call is just how telling it is about Chad's involvement with Lori at that point. And Chad's involvement with Charles's murder, for all the, and we don't really expect we'll see Chad charged with Charles's murder.
They said they're not going to. The prosecutor there said they aren't, but
But obviously he was well involved, to be making those phone calls. And also, if he didn't think that Charles was murdered, if he didn't know any of the wiser, why lie? Why be so weird and schemy and sketchy and lie?
Yeah.
But
exactly.
He did.
But he didn't realize, I don't think he realized they were going to start asking him so many questions.
Right. He just wanted to be able to call and say, hey, how much is a cremation? And they're like, it's, $16.95. And he'd be like, cool. That's what he wanted to do.
It is, but they're like trying to provide customer service and where's the body and where are we shipping it? And, this kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, no shit, because they actually care about, people and their family members who passed. Well, and when she's like, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to feel bad about this. But yeah, I gave that real weird little creepy giggle several times. That, he's full of shit and he knows it.
Oh. Wow. He was excited. He was excited. He was thrilled. He was exhilarated. He was nervous. He was happy. He was just doing
my goddess's husband is dead.
Yeah.
It's happening. We're going to be together. For a few weeks in Hawaii, Chad, you stupid asshole. And now the rest of us been sitting in the Fremont County Jail eating Hot Pockets.
Yep. But yeah, that's my take on the whole thing. I mean, he was just trying to help get him cremated as fast as possible. Now,
Yeah,
I
let's
will say
expedite
this.
this.
I'm a little surprised that they even cared enough to be trying to send the remains on, the cremains on. You know, it would be just like Lori to just have him picked up. Because here's how it works, at least where we live. If a body goes to a funeral home or to a crematory to be cremated and the bill doesn't get paid, then the cremains just never get picked up.
Yes.
And it wouldn't have surprised me at all to see that happen.
Just get them abandoned at the.
And actually, I don't know if we know for certain what did happen.
I don't know, but I can only assume that Kay Woodcock would have made sure
Yeah.
that happened.
Oh,
And
of
of course, Charles has adult sons, and I'm sure that there were family that were on top of that.
Well, they tried to be, but
Mhm.
Lori didn't tell Charles's sons for a good 24 hours or more that their
Right.
dad had died. Then she lied to them about what happened.
Mhm.
Then she stopped responding, and they were asking her, "What funeral home? Where is he? What happened?" And she just
Yeah.
quit responding and
Yeah.
wouldn't talk to him anymore.
She's such a
That
horrible
is
person.
stuff we knew. What we didn't know until this document dump, another document that came out that I thought was pretty fascinating, is an interview with Colby.
Mhm. Her older
So
son.
her older
Lori's older
son.
son.
Yeah. And Colby, and we have defended Colby because people have attacked him right and left, and we have been like, Colby didn't do anything wrong. Now,
No.
I still think that Colby was just roped into a lot of stupid bullshit,
Well, he's just
but
trying to help his mother, and he only knows what she's telling him. I mean, what are you going to do when, this is your mom?
mhm. But there are some pieces here of Colby being involved in things that I think are important and interesting. So I'm just
Mhm.
going to read this portion of the interview. Colby came into the Chandler Police Department to be interviewed by Detective Ray Hermosillo and Detective Vince Kayakamanu. Just to be clear, Ray Hermosillo is from the Rexburg Police Force. He's a detective, and Vince Kayakamanu is from the Fremont County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
So they were in Chandler. During this interview, they discussed the deaths of Charles Vallow. While listening to this interview, I learned the following information that I felt was significant to this case. Colby stated that his mother was selling them on the fact that she was going to be killed for her life insurance money. She told him that Adam, Brandon, and Summer were coming after her. Colby stated that he did not fully buy it, but he did not trust Charles at this point because of everything that was happening. Colby stated that in January of 2019, his mother told him that Charles had been caught cheating. He was apparently in California and had 2 women that he was supporting financially. And to be clear, none of that has been proven. That was just gaslighting on Lori's part.
Yeah.
Lori also told Colby that he'd been with hookers. Of course she said that. Colby stated that while Charles was out of town, they took his truck and threw his clothes away. Colby would later state that he knew, I'm pretty sure this is the nephew, it's redacted, but I'm quite sure it was the nephew, was living with Lori and Charles at the time, and he was the one that picked up the truck from the airport. Once Charles realized his truck was missing, Charles called Colby and asked him if he knew where his truck was. Colby had no idea where the truck was or what was going on. Colby stated that the following day he took Tylee to her house in Gilbert. While at the house, Charles called Tylee and the two began to argue. Colby then got on the phone with Charles and asked him what was going on. This was when Charles calmly told Colby that Lori thought she was a god. Colby indicated that he tried to be the mediator between them. Colby stated that his mother seemed to be calm and not wanting a confrontation with Charles. Colby indicated that he was more in his mother's favor, thinking that Charles did something wrong because his mother seemed like she did not want any problems and only wanted to get away from Charles. And Colby learned that the murder of Charles Vallow, from Lori. He stated that at approximately 1600 hours on the day Charles died, Lori called him and told him that Charles had a heart attack and died. He indicated that during this conversation, he recalled her stating that Charles had become frustrated and died of a heart attack. Lori alluded that Tylee was present at the time of his death. Colby was concerned that Tylee might have witnessed this. What? Concern for Tylee? Well, some adult cared about how the kids were dealing with all this? Well,
Right.
and Colby went into his mother's house after 1900 hours on the same day. This was the first time he had ever been to their house in Chandler. He did not know where the house was exactly, but saw Alex's truck parked outside, which helped him find the house. I think that tells you a lot about his relationship with his mom at that point.
Yeah, he didn't even know where she was living.
They had just moved, and he didn't even know where she was living. He hadn't helped her. He hadn't been there for that.
No.
Tylee met him at the door and immediately hugged Colby and started to cry. Colby felt that Tylee was trying to be okay, but she really wasn't. When he entered, he saw that one of the boards on the floor had been changed out. He also saw that Alex had a bandage on his head. He asked Alex what happened to his head, and Alex told him that he and Charles got into a fight and he shot Charles twice. Colby then went outside and talked to his mother. He stated that he began to cuss her out. He indicated that his mother claimed to be a victim of the fight. Colby stated that Lori never provided an explanation as to why she originally told him that Charles had a heart attack. Colby stated that he did not want to be there anymore. Then they went back in the house and all sat around the kitchen table. Tylee and Alex joined in the conversation now, and Colby stated that they started to tell him what happened. They told Colby that Charles became overly aggressive and Tylee got a bat. He added that this would not be out of character for Tylee. Remember that Tylee said she had that bat to protect herself from her uncle.
Yep.
You know, Alex,
Yeah.
the pervert.
Mm-hmm.
And Colby indicated that after Charles died, his mother came to him crying, asking for help. She wanted him to go with her to Texas to pick up Charles' items from his residence. Because remember, Charles was living part-time in Texas and working. So he still had some of his stuff in Texas.
Right.
And Colby told her he did not want to go, but he finally gave in. You don't tell Lori no. I think we've all figured that out, right?
Yeah.
Colby stated that he and Lori flew to Texas. He did not believe they were even there for 24 hours. They packed up Charles's belongings and put them in his truck. They even picked up JJ's dog from the kennel. And that answers one more question, because everybody has wondered, where was JJ's dog when Charles was shot?
In Texas.
Because she didn't seem to be at the house. She was still in Texas. They drove the truck to the airport and left it there and flew back to Arizona. Colby believes that Alex picked up the truck from the airport later. That's an interesting piece because we didn't know that before, that Colby went with her, that they went to Texas and got his stuff, which of course they did because she
Which
wanted
is where Bailey the dog
everything.
was.
And where the dog was, yep, because, you know, she tried to sell the dog for $2,500. She wasn't allowed to do that because it was, fully trained service dog that was taken back.
Right.
And given to another kid that needed it. But that's all very interesting. And so then, of course, Alex, Lori's protector in chief, flew down there and got that truck and brought it back.
Mm-hmm.
There were belongings of Charles's that his adult kids wanted. Lori was supposed to be giving them his watches. Apparently, he had a collection of really expensive watches. And as you can imagine, she never ponied up with those. But obviously, he had some stuff there she wanted. He probably had some of his business stuff, his
financial information.
Financials, yep, things like that she wanted to get a hold of. But these are the things that, this heartless bee was up to. All the while that she was learning that she was not going to get a dime of life insurance money.
Right. Right. This whole plan did not result in any money.
No.
And, that was part of getting him cremated quickly was to get his death certificate because you can't get life insurance or anything else without one.
Yeah.
Now, as we know, because we've been through this with our parents, but
yeah,
you can't do anything without a death certificate as far as the financial stuff
No,
goes.
nothing at all. Yeah. You got to think that there was some money in the bank. Charles was paying for 2 households, paying for the cell phone bills of basically Lori's whole family, and the vehicles that pretty much everyone were driving. There
Right.
was some money. There had to have been in his
Mhm.
business accounts. I would be curious to know because he did have employees, how that left them. Want to bet that Lori screwed them all out of their last paychecks
Oh,
or
I
any
would
other money
imagine.
that, or, benefits that they were entitled to?
Right.
I'm going to say
I,
yes.
Well, she didn't want to do anything but just get a hold of his money and, you know,
Hmm.
be with her lover.
Hmm. Yep. So that's that. Those are just a few more pieces of the puzzle coming together we thought that you
Yeah.
guys would be interested in.
Yeah, it is interesting, and it does shine some light on what's going on, kind of more of what went on with Colby.
Hmm.
But this phone call is just creepy as hell,
Hmm.
because you can just, exactly what his motive was behind the whole thing. And the
Yep.
fact that he had the guts to do it. But to do it, I mean,
Yep.
we're not talking criminal masterminds here.
No, no,
He
they've proved
clearly
that
was
basically
unprepared to
every step
answer
of the
these
way.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there you go. So it is Wednesday. So we'll be back
Hmm.
tonight with case updates, and there are some big ones.
Yeah.
Some of our cases have some big breakthroughs, so that's very cool. And
Hmm.
of course, we'll be back again tomorrow night, Thursday night at 8 p.m. for the mountain hour. For I don't even know where that came from.
I don't even know what that is.
For the psychic hour at 8
Hmm.
p.m. Mountain. That's where it came from. And that's that. So, you guys have a good day. We'll talk to you again later. So, take care. This has been yet another production of True Crime Paranormal with the Psychic Sisters. Take care.
Thanks, guys. Bye.